Okay, so the final section of our script is going to be doing the email to, and for this we're going to need to create a few more variables. So first of all, I've created this variable called email to, which is going to contain the email address that I want to send it to, and I've just made that abc@abcmail.com. That should effectively be your email address that it's going to send through to, and when I do testing I'll probably come along to your code and just make sure it does send to my email address, for instance. You've then got var subject, which is going to contain the subject line, so in this case I've just called it my feedback. And then you've got var body, which is going to contain the body of the text. So what I've done here is I've put name colon, and you can see that's in quotes, so that's just going to write directly into the body, plus a space to separate things out, plus the name, which was the variable with the first and last name that we defined right at the top. So it's going to put name, then colon, then a space, then their name, and then there's this weird looking thing here, which is actually the new line character. Now in JavaScript usually a new line is just /n. However, because the character sets aren't necessarily the same between where you're writing your JavaScript and where you're email sending, you have to write it in hexy. So this is the hexy for a new line. So that's just a bit of code to say go down one line, and just literally use that as is every time you want a new line down. So on the next line I've got email colon, and then I've got a space, and then I've got the email variable that we saved earlier on, which is different to email to, so that's going to have the email of the person who's sending the email. That may seem a little bit redundant, but it may be that they use one email account to send the information, but actually want your reply coming to a different email, and in any case just shows that we can do it. And then the new line character again, and then the comment, oops, sorry, swooped over there, but so, and then comment colon plus a space plus the comment variable, so whatever they typed in the comment field will be put into the email as well. Then this is the actual email to bit here, so that basically creates a link. So document.write is just a really brutal way of writing into the website, so that will just replace everything that's in the website with whatever's inside the brackets. And then it's going to set up this link, which is a mail to link, and this is handled in a particularly special way by HTML. So this is the syntax for it, so mail to, and then we're going to add in our parts. So the first thing we have is the email address, so that's email to, and that will give it that ABC address up there, or it would be your email address if you were ever foolish enough to put your email address in an email to field, or indeed use email to at all, which you shouldn't do, but this is what the spec says we've got to do, so this is what we're doing. Plus, and then query subject sets the subject line, so we're going to have that as our subject variable, which we set up here to my feedback. So the subject of the email should come up with my feedback, and then the body, and in there we're going to put that body variable that we've already set up with this sort of long string that will contain their name, their email, and the comment that they've sent. And then this is just the text for the link, so there'll be a link there saying click here to send feedback, and then this just sets up handling the end of the anchor tag for the link. So that should then create on our web page a link that says click here to send feedback. You should click on the link, and it should then generate a mail to, so it should open your email client and fill out all the fields for you, so you just have to press send. And then at the end we've just got return true, which just allows the program to finish and get on with whatever it's doing, rather than return false, which, as we've seen before, kind of stops our script from running and stops our web page from doing anything. So let's just bring up the web page here. Getting better at that, good. And let's put some actual information in it, so it appears Hartley email appears.h@gmail.com, something like that, so it'll pass the validation. Comment your website is cool. and then submit that, and as I said, we should get this link appearing. So here's our feedback link. I've got to slightly apologize because I don't use any Office Suite applications, so it's going to bring up Outlook and there's probably going to be warning errors all over it, but let's just click here and see what it does. So here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. It's not happy because I've just installed this and haven't put in the validation key yet. So as you can see, it's now set up the email. It's set up the to field with the address that I gave it in that email to variable. It's set up the subject with the subject that I gave it in that subject variable, and then it's composed this nice little message. And as you can see, all the information that I passed to it has been created in there and laid out with those new lines. So that should then get you to the point where you're pretty much ready to hand in for that. What you'll need to do is go through and comment code, and what I suggest you do is watch these videos back and just pause it and comment out all the bits that you're happy with, and yeah, well, I'll see you in the lesson and we'll talk about it some more. I will probably tag up one more video at some point over the weekend just dealing with how to add some more bits in here and what if your fields aren't the same as my fields and so on, but it shouldn't be too complicated, to be honest. No, I do not want to save my changes. Okay, I can't think if there's anything. I don't think there's anything else that we need to discuss on this. So that should then set up your form, validate that all of your fields have actually had something entered into them, check that the email address that's been entered is actually a valid-ish email. You can actually get away with just typing as@as. And it will still pass it, but yeah, it should at least make some effort to see that there's something approaching an email address typed in there. And then finally do the email to and set it up in Outlook ready to be emailed off to you. Yeah, so good luck with that. Set the code up, test it, and then you'll need to write comments on it to explain what it does in order to get the merit powers. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.